We're
right.
transitioning.
We're in it.
We're coming over.
Right. I'm kind of. Just gotta get locked in, you know.
And dance to the audience.
Right. Here we go. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. Is everybody doing all right?
Me. What's up,
There
everybody?
he is. Is Joe in the frame?
Yeah, I should be. I should be. At least
I
when
can
we
barely see the screen over there.
right. Well, just look over here. See, yeah, we're good. We're
Do you
good.
think we had the look? You weren't on the screen.
I
Yet.
blame the apartment.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Hopefully
We're
good.
live from Scenic Joe, Chad, and Lexi's garage, ready to bring you some MCP.
Yeah.
It is Scenic. That's
It's
what.
not called the garage.
I'm
The
sorry.
studio,
It's
the
from the
studio.
studio.
The studio.
The AC cooled studio.
We're serious.
Yeah.
So
We're here to bring you some MCP in a very fun matchup
Mhm.
where we have Avengers versus Spoodermans.
Yep.
Spoodermans and Bill.
I have an Asgardian splash.
You do have an Asgardian splash, but at least she makes sense. Avengers, right? Everybody's been an Avenger once. Multiple people of mine have also been Avengers.
Has she?
I'm pretty sure Jane has been an Avenger in the comics.
Yeah.
Even though she's not Avengers affiliated, which is weird.
Right.
But I'm fairly certain. Yes, no, I have seen comic covers and comic issues where she has been an Avenger. Because fucking everybody has.
Honestly, they should just like put a packing label on the back of Mjolnir that has a membership card. The second you get the Mjolnir, you get your membership card.
Congratulations, you are now an Avenger. Congratulations, you found an Avenger.
All right. So, for everyone joining us here tonight, thank you for joining us. For everyone that'll be watching on YouTube later, thank you for clicking on our video.
Yeah.
We are desperate for interaction and metrics.
Please.
I need my metrics.
And we love metrics here.
So,
Who's responsible?
responsible by BattleWorks. They make game aids.
It's Battle Works with an E,
With an E.
in the works. If you see a dwarf when you go to their website that looks like this handsome mug,
That's me.
you're in the right spot.
Yep, that's me.
They make a lot of gaming aids. Most of it works right now for Warhammer because that's what we played mostly, AOS. But I can tell you that they are working on MCP related stuff
Right.
in the background. They have. Is there a timetable for that stuff coming online yet, or is that
So
still in
our-
progress?
Our artist and designer is getting his break from his job soon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, his mandated vacation time.
Right. Can't be full-time employee. But once he no longer has multiple children and a wife and a household to run
Yeah.
and a job to do,
Yeah.
we will definitely be getting a lot of the stuff we have cooked up. We've been talking to a lot of people that make a bunch of game aids. We've been looking at a lot of game aids. And we're like, you know what? We can do some of this too.
Yeah.
I'm slowly working up the courage to get a UV printer
Oh hell yeah.
so we can do really
Really new stuff like make your own versions of these nicer acrylic counters.
we're getting there.
Like this one that Chad was so kind to get me at Adepticon that
Right.
we're using to score tonight's game, but you will not see because it will be off screen.
Yeah, but we're using it.
But we are using it.
I don't know what's
So-
It'll be at the very.
Oh yeah, you can see it at the very edge.
In terms of the weird cast, we've actually been pretty comfy, pretty cozy
Yeah,
recently.
pretty comfy cozy.
Getting some games at MCP in.
Yeah.
But
We're very excited watching AOS Worlds this weekend. Shout out Team USA.
Team USA.
Team America. Woo.
And an event.
It's
Okay,
true.
yeah.
Joe,
A half ago.
Joe did attend an event. Remember, guys, we were not here last weekend because Slambo
Yep.
was a thing. Joe went down there.
Yep.
What happened?
I played 5 games of AOS and I won 5 games of AOS.
And took down the whole damn thing.
Yep. my first 5-0 in the 3-ish years. I think about 3.
About 3.
I came in at like the middle of the GHB of the first 3rd edition.
It was 21? No, it was early 22. Because your first GT was when we went to Dallas.
Yeah.
That March.
Yep.
That March 22nd. That was still in the middle of that first
Yeah.
GT.
So
Yeah.
3-ish years.
Mhm.
Maybe a couple months, but about
Yeah.
3. I've been grinding at that and I finally got it.
Yeah.
So I'm in an exclusive club.
Yeah. There's now 3 members of the cast with 5-0. Myself, Joe, and Matt, who hasn't been on in a while
Right.
because he's taking a break from all the big stuff.
Damn flesh.
And yours, it was like, and right now, I'm the weird one with the asterisk because my 5-0 was at an 8-game event
Yep.
and I didn't win.
Nope.
As a result.
You did go to the Dallas,
Yeah.
right? And then make top
It was U.S. Open, and I got top cut. I may, and I was one of the 3 undefeated players
Yeah.
after 5 rounds.
Fuck yeah.
I think I was 2nd place after 5 rounds, which I'm very proud of.
Yeah.
And then I lost to Gavin round 6, and I promptly played a very exhausted 7 and 8.
I mean,
I was not built for 8 games.
nope. 8 games is a lot of games. That's a lot of AOS.
Yeah,
That's so much AOS.
it's so much.
But enough talking about AOS.
Yeah,
I'm going to talk about AOS
you want to talk about
for
it?
just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more.
So while we will not be streaming the event,
Mm-hmm.
some of the members will be going down to Missouri to
Mhm.
participate in Armageddon.
Yeah.
Which is a 8-player team style event
Okay.
hosted by our good friend Dawn, who will be having a couple local guys stream that.
Shout out Don.
So as we get closer, we will make sure those socials get plugged and those streams get plugged. You guys can see teams.
Yeah.
It honestly might just be the best format for AOS.
Teams is the most fun.
If you are competitively minded and like the playing aspect of the game, it is a really interesting way to play it, because you don't bring your kind of standard singles event list where it's like, oh, I'm kind of an all-roundy list. I can play into most things. You should have like really hyper-focused lists designed to play the objectives. Some designed to lose, some designed to like stomp games.
You have your list has a specified role in a team composition. It just adds an extra layer to the game that's very fun for those of us that like the competitive aspect of AOS, and playing for your fellow clubmates and knowing that a loss isn't the end.
Yeah.
An individual loss in a game isn't the end of a run.
Yeah.
Is honestly just really cool.
Yeah, no, like going into a game knowing that it is your job to lose,
Mm-hmm.
but to lose with style.
Yep.
Is an interesting
You
way.
could be the player who's meant to lose badly and score a point, and that could be your job.
Yeah, that 1 point you score is instrumental in your team coming out on top. But that's enough of AOS. We've shouted out Armageddon. We'll be shouting it out more as we get closer to the event.
Yeah.
But let's talk about MCP.
MCP.
All right. Why don't we take our spots?
Let's take our spots, and we'll
And
talk about the map as we go.
I'll let you start with your list.
Yep. So I'm bringing Web Warriors, guys. Well, actually, before I get started with my list, let's talk about what the map looks like, because looks a little weird.
It's a little funky.
It's a little funky. For those of you that have played MCP before, you may look at this and be like, there's not a single map that looks like this setup at all. And that is because the secures are the only tokens in the right spot. So the blue tokens are in the right locations. The red tokens are technically on top of the blue tokens. However, due to the cool texture of the map and the fact that we do not want to mess up where the circles are, we have decided to place them off to the side for the time being. So we got this weird little X formation going on. But just know, these blues are where they are. We are playing Spider Infected Invade Manhattan for our extracts, which means that in the power phase, potentially anybody holding one of the Spider Infected gets pushed.
Yep.
Could be interesting. And then we also have for our secures, Spider-powered Scoundrels form Sinister Syndicate, which is a setup for secures where anybody who is contesting a secure has cover against attacks that are made by somebody who's not also contesting that same secure. They could be contesting a different secure, not the same secure, and you would still get cover.
Yep. They are not sticky, so
They're
we
not
have
sticky.
to stand on them.
Yes.
To get points for that. So pushes and pulls, which Spider people are very good at.
Yes.
And I have a decent amount of pushes and pulls in my list as well.
Yeah, you got 2 caps.
So
You got some shields that like to bounce off things.
we're going to see at the end of the round who is where they started and where they wanted to be.
Yes.
'Cause that is not exactly how that'll happen.
And for my roster, I've got 6 Spider people and a Splash, including a Splash. I've got Miles Morales as my leader, Ghost Spider, Gwen Stacy, Black Cat, Spectacular Spider-Man himself, Spider-Woman, and Beta Ray Bill.
Woo!
Yeah. Now, Joe, is there anybody on here, since we were talking our pregame and I did not get to ask, was there anyone on here that you need me to, like, go over?
No,
Okay.
so I'm actually the Spider-Men confuse me.
The Spider
Not the Mileses, but like the Parkers.
The Parkers.
There's so many of them.
There are
Is
three
that
versions.
the good 3-threat one?
That is the good 3-threat one.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. The very good, very 3-threat one
Okay.
with 2 gainers on his card. And
Oh,
and a throw and a place.
I wasn't
Very
expecting
good
the
card.
Beta Ray build play.
Well, I saw your roster and saw you had a Hulk.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if he brings Hulk, I need to have a bill. And if he doesn't bring Hulk, well, then I have a bill.
At least I got a bill.
At least I got a bill.
Remember to put your dudes on there.
Bill is still a very worthwhile character to bring. So I got a lot of little dudes. I got a bunch of steals and a bunch of pushes.
Yeah.
We'll see. I got three affiliated steals that are pretty cool characters. So Joe could have some extracts, and he may not be holding them for long.
All right.
I'd say, of course.
Oh no!
Everything was working.
Top of that, assuming everyone can still hear me,
Right.
I have decided to bring from my 5 tactics cards, Brace for Impact and Fallback as my restricted cards.
Okay.
All webbed up, and Spider Tracker from my affiliated cards, and Recal as a nice general card. Recalibration Matrix, for those of you that don't know and are just watching us because you like us.
Yeah. So, we'll go my list. So I got Steve 1 as my leader.
Captain
Sam.
America.
Sam. I have.
Also Captain America.
Yep. I got Tony 1.
Mm-hmm.
I got Cable. And I got Jane Foster, the Mighty Thor.
The mighty Thor, who I am vastly afraid of.
She can be a bully.
He can be. Especially if you have power to 4 Midgard into your spender.
Yep.
Very, very strong.
Right.
Now,
So-
Joe, you have priority.
I do have priority, so I have to place first.
Place first, excuse you. We're having a grand time here. And in fact, you having priority made a very direct impact on the tactics cards I brought.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I chose not to bring the cat and the spider. Because I like my safe grab.
Yeah.
But you have the first go, so.
All right. So
Not
that'll
so
be
far.
Steve.
You put Steve right there?
Steve's going down first.
Okay. That's very, very, very interesting. Think. I'm going to go ahead and put Spider-Man
Okay.
right here.
All right. I am going to go Cable. Right in the middle.
Right in the middle? I'm
Right
not
in the
going to
middle.
lie. I cannot say that I'm that surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to throw a garbage truck at somebody.
You do want to throw a
Probably
garbage
the 16-year-old high schooler.
Which one?
Right? I want to get that brace out of the way early.
Put Miles right here.
Okay. Okay. So let's go. Let's go Jane
That's rude.
hanging out with Kate.
I don't like that. No, thank you. No, thank you at all.
Mm-hmm.
Put Bill right here. Right in the middle.
Right. So Tony over here on the side.
Okay. You just have Sam left.
Right? Oh wow, actually got some people tuned in on the red button.
Well, hello. Good to see everybody.
Okay, so people joining us over at the red button place. Because of Twitch terms of service, we're not allowed to display your guys' chats on screen. But we do have the guy running the setup watching y'all. So, you got questions, drop them in. He'll let us know. We'll answer it. And if you just want to be like, wow, your models look great, or, this is a shit stream, also say that. Because we want to know. Hopefully it's... So, we definitely would like to put the larger terrain in the middle of the board.
The problem with a video production is that if you put the bigger terrain in the middle of the board, you can't see what's going on.
Yeah, we are limited.
So there are definitely concessions made for video production.
Yeah, no, we're... As a stream, we come from AOS, which is typically played on a larger board size. The smaller board size, we need some different hardware to better capture the entire map.
Yeah.
Like a top-down view. Once we have that, and we don't have to worry about blocking line of sight from the cameras, then we can really kind of get those larger pieces of terrain more centralized.
For sure.
Because honestly, dude, that's really insightful just to be like, yo, the abilities really on the models should be used.
Yeah. They'll be used some.
Right? Maybe.
Don't worry about it.
When I get Phoenix and throw that fucking building at you.
Oh, I can't wait.
Dude,
that's going to be so much fun.
Throw.
I'm going to have to come borrow y'all's airbrush so I can paint mine. True.
Okay, so
all fair points.
I don't know who's speaking, but that man sounds like he plays some MCP. Okay, Bitch Coa, you sound like you play some MCP. Bro knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll drop Sam right in the middle as well.
Middle there. That's interesting. I think I'm going to put...
Okay.
Well, good. As long as you love us.
Right. So I'm normally the one that, like, I like to go a little bit wide. I'm a little, I've never been outnumbered before.
How's it feel?
I don't like it.
Yeah. I bet you don't.
So as someone who's played D&D for 20 years.
Damn.
I love me some action economy, and I know the power of the action economy.
I'm going to go with that.
Yeah. Probably, you fucking heard.
Okay. We're set up.
We are set up.
Which means it's time for first power phase.
Yep. Power phase.
Everybody on my team gets one, except for Bill.
Yep.
He's special. He gets two.
I also have an Asgardian.
How dare you? That's rude.
You also have no...
You do have an Omega level threat.
But no.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the ability.
Go one superpower down.
No, that's telekinetic shield.
No. Go one more down. Read.
I know he's got 2 power.
Yeah, because he's an Omega level telepath.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the techno-organic virus suppression.
Here's the thing. If it wasn't techno-organic virus suppression,
yeah,
he'd probably have a superpower called Omega level threat that gives him additional power on.
Yeah, probably. That'd be sick.
He's not as powerful because he's suppressing the virus.
I'm pretty sure it gives him a sick metal arm.
Damn.
They can see you a little bit.
You see me a little bit?
You have to like put your head next to Cyclops' feet.
So I had a sad realization this week.
Yeah.
Jubilee is no longer my favorite X-Men.
What?
Yeah.
Who is it?
It's Emma Frost. No, I have played very little Rivals.
Color me so fucking surprised.
Okay.
Tell me why though.
So
before you jump in this first, while you jump into this first activation.
Right. I think
Because she's a fantastic character.
She's a phenomenal character. And I think that's just why I like her more.
Yeah.
Like, she's just a better character than Jubilee.
But you're still going to get Jubilee when she comes out, right?
Oh, yeah.
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 The model looks great.
So
I want her to be a 2-threat. I think it would be perfect.
All right. Let's go Cap. We'll go Steve. Go Steve.
Steve. So we have to specify here.
Right.
They said they're not. That's any-
They said they're not making 2-threats anymore, and yet
will walk up.
Spider-Ham exists, and I can't wait to get my hands on him.
He's going to spend the power.
Yeah.
He's going to grab the extract.
Cool. That's pretty neat.
That's Steve.
That's Steve?
That's Steve.
Okay. 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 Okay.
It's actually a difficult first activation because I really want to do stuff with all my characters.
Sure. I'm gonna activate Miles.
But I'm going to kill mine.
Let's move this extract out of the way. You're gonna try. You gotta get near him first.
Has anyone killed your Miles?
Yeah, Miles has gone down like once.
Yeah?
I already have cover. There's no need for me to move any further.
Right.
I'm just gonna pick up that extract for 1. I think. How do I want it? The size 2 terrain blocks me line of sight. So even if you get close. I thought it was same size or bigger blocks you. Chad is checking for me, Tech Garage.
Almost certainly that's how it works.
I can't remember. I know same size can give you cover,
but
but I can't remember if same size can block line of sight for you.
I've been playing like 3 war games, and line of sight rules are all incredibly different for all of them.
I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I'll go Tony. Tony's gonna do the exact same thing.
Yep.
He's just gonna walk up, spend the power, pick up the extract.
Okay.
And 4 is big, but it ain't that big. So
You also got to be within 3.
Yep.
Miles is a stealthy boy.
I'll be back over to you.
He's wearing that black Spidey suit.
Does that make him stealthy?
It does according to his card.
Oh, I thought he could go
No,
invisible.
no. I was like, the reason he has stealth is because he can go invisible. It's one of
a
his.
little broken.
It's one of his like 3 spider powers, apart from the like super strength, the enhanced strength and agility.
Eli,
Yes.
I'm
Okay, so you can get cover from same size terrain, but you can still draw a line of sight through same size terrain. That works out great.
Honestly, like Miles seems to have kind of like a busted power set.
He's pretty strong.
Like,
but
if he was
can't wait
just-
till we get Ultimate Spider-Man and we actually see like some variation probably in his
like
punch.
Ultimate Universe Spider-Man.
Well, that's what he's originally from.
Okay.
Yeah, he's originally Ultimate Universe Spider-Man. That's why he's called the Ultimate Spider-Man.
not the original ultimate.
You're right. You're right. Peter Parker is in that universe.
Because we have the Doc Ock
You're right.
inside of Peter.
I forget that Peter is in Ultimate first. I just associate Miles with Ultimate because that's where he started.
So you're thinking
That's not the
about
right one.
Superior Spider-
Superior. I thought Superior was part of the Ultimate Universe.
No,
No.
he's part of OG.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Part of 6.
There's some.
It's so hard to keep them all straight.
I think we just do. I'm not going to get close enough to do anything of import. So I'm going to have Peter come up here and pay his power to grab this extract.
Okay.
And or something.
No, it ran.
We're gonna
That's
move
rare.
Peter. We're gonna move Peter right here on this terrain.
Okay.
And that's gonna be him.
So Peter cannot be.
Yes.
Alright.
Put them activated tokens down. Yes.
All right, we're gonna go Sam. You're gonna get exactly 1 inch away. We're gonna double move him. Okay.
Just grab that extra.
Yep. Then the paladin will grab the extract.
Makes sense.
Don't know if that's the right play, but that's what I'm doing.
But that's what you're doing.
Does he have to tune?
Yeah.
Yeah. He has to double move to get there, but he can get there. Okay. This is interesting just because you have...
I'm sure you have a long mover.
I have two. I have all three of my long movers left.
Bill's a long move?
No. Jess,
1, 2.
Gwen, and
shit,
Black
okay.
Cat. All the girls move long, man.
I completely missed Black Cat way over there doing her own thing.
Hey, she's doing her job.
Right?
Yeah. Gwen is going to go.
Sure.
Get a long move.
Okay.
Get her card. Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to impact webbing onto Sam.
Okay.
This is going to be a 4 dice physical attack
Okay.
with a potential chance at pushing you.
Okay. 3.
Ooh, I got 2 crits.
Blocking 1.
Cool. I have 3.
Okay.
So I'll do 2 damage to you.
All right.
I will gain a power. And before that damage, I can push you away. Do I want to push you away? I don't want to push you away. I think that's better than having web lined up. So I'm going to push you away short.
Okay.
There we go. And that is going to be Gwen's activation.
Okay.
Don't say on objectives. My objectives.
Right.
Mine.
Okay.
No. She can stay back there. She doesn't need to come closer.
Go here.
No, thank you.
Down here.
I don't like that, Joe. Very much not what I'm looking for here. Let's see. Who do I move? You just have Cable left.
Yep.
And I have 2 fun girls. I think I'm going to go with Black Cat.
Able to start power slide.
You can have Cable power slide all he wants.
Does a kick flip.
He does do a kickflip. Does a sick 360.
Right. Got pushed.
I pushed him.
Dodge. You're
It would,
approaching me.
yeah. It would help if I measured this properly. I just moved her there, assuming she can. Here. Cheating Eli.
Right. Okay. Get one within cap. Move.
Put that one there. Just place Black Cat there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew I could, but like,
Did you want to?
I do want to be with him.
Okay. You gonna steal my doohickey?
I might.
Okay.
I need 2 more power to do it,
Oh.
but I might. And an action.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
But at the moment, I'm just gonna, make you think about the fact that you got to get within 3 to shoot her, and on top of that, you don't control that objective now. Nobody does.
Nobody does. Okay. Well, when I activate Cable,
Yeah.
I'm going to spend a power to potty slide.
Okay.
Where's the 2?
Body slide.
Cool. Let's see. All right. I'm going to shoot you with my gun.
That's fine. He does not explode crits, and he cannot modify his dice. So even though he's within 3 and Cable says he gets rerolls within 3, Black Cat says, no, you don't.
I don't get crits?
You do. They count, but you do not explode them.
Okay.
So, however, I do.
That seems unfair.
I know, right? Doesn't it? Right now I'm blocking 2. How much you got?
3.
You've got 3? Okay, well, I've got a reroll for my leadership.
Okay.
Nope, that's Skull. Unfortunately, she doesn't have any other reroll, so she's going to take 1.
Okay.
Not a modifier. There you go.
You're right. The thing that I forgot. I've got cover.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Boop. Counts as success.
All right. Oh. And then we're just gonna shoot her again.
Okay. Well, that's not as good.
Nothing.
You got nothing? Okay, cool.
Yep.
I also got
Yeah.
nothing on defense.
Well, you'll get the free cover, which will block the 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So. Okay.
So that is Cable.
Yep.
So we need to get you some activated tokens. But that's everybody on your team, right?
Yep.
Okay. I am going to go with Jess. Jess does have wall crawler, so I don't really have to care about the fact that this car is here. Probably don't anyway, but let's see. I don't really want to attack Jane.
Okay.
I can't see Tony.
Got
I
any
can't-
comments from the nice people over at the
Can't attack Tony.
Oh, I love it.
So you'd have cover because we're not within 2 of each other. If I shoot her,
I have a car.
that honestly,
Not a bad thing.
I'm gonna come over to Joe's side. I'm
Yeah.
gonna move Jess. Make sure this is correct. Boom. Boom. I'm gonna move Jess there.
Yep.
That's double move. And then Bill's also cool. Yeah, also double move.
Okay. All right.
I like that right there.
Okay.
We're gonna do that. That's Bill. That's the last activation of the round. Let's go to scoring.
All right. I got 3 extracts.
You have 3 extracts. I have 2 extracts. You have no secures,
Yep.
and I have 3 secures. So I'm going to get 5 points. Joe's going to get 3.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, only because I had no way to shove Cap or Tony off an objective.
Right.
Okay. Go to power phase for round 2.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. No cleanup effects. So, power phase round 2. Miles, Specs, at Jess, and Gwen all get 1.
All right.
Bill gets 2. And then we do Spider Infected.
Yep. So I
Starting with
think
the player with priority, players
Yeah.
roll a die for each character they control. So Joe gets to roll for his first.
All right. How many dice am I rolling?
You're rolling 1 dice to see if you get pushed. If you roll a crit, wild, or hit,
Mhm.
any positive offensive result, I get to advance you short.
Okay. So
Same for me. So where do you want to start?
we'll start with Cap.
Okay.
Yep.
You do get advanced short, I think. Hilariously. Yeah, I'm just going to push you off the objective here.
Right.
It's very much a nice to have where it's like, well, if you don't get pushed, I can potentially steal your objective. And then
Right. We'll go Sam.
Mhm.
No.
Sam is fine.
All right. And then Tony. Tony gets pushed.
Tony does get pushed. I'm going to advance. Well, I guess it's technically an advance.
Yeah.
Like when
Right.
Actually,
Don't do that.
right there, actually. Just within martial artist range.
Okay.
And that's it for you guys, right?
Yep.
Okay. On to mine. Miles. Roll the Miles dice. Got a skull, so
Okay.
he's fine. And then for Peter, we got a skull, so he's also fine.
All right.
So no pushing or no advancing for any of the spider infected. And then Joe, who still has priority, goes. We're in round 2.
All right. So
Is no one on Twitch chatting?
no,
That's weird.
Right.
Where's all my Twitch bros?
I tweeted it out.
Did Joe
did
Joe
the
scare off my
socials.
Twitch bros?
I did the socials.
I know Peyton's watching.
I know what it is. Everyone's out watching Thunderbolts right
Oh.
Well, there's also UFC fights going on
There are some
tonight,
UFC fights.
and I think it's good fights tonight too.
now.
I want to watch Thunderbolts. I heard from Peyton that it's really good,
Yeah.
and he said he would entertain He said it's definitively the second best movie in the MCU post Endgame,
Okay.
and he would be willing to hear arguments that it is better than Guardians 3, who he thinks is number 1.
Honestly,
I'm like, I take that opinion very highly.
Guardians 3 easily top 3.
That's what I've heard. I have yet to watch it.
Okay.
I have a lot to catch up on.
No more distractions.
Always distractions.
All right, so we're gonna start with Sam.
We start with
The
Sam?
more we're distracted, the more people.
I know.
We are going to charge Sam.
Charge, Sam.
Yep.
Chargeman.
Yep. He's gonna come straight over,
Okay.
and I think that's close enough to contest it.
Is that people are saying
You should be on range to contest.
Yeah. Okay.
a return to form of original
I've been hearing the same thing, Chad.
Sam's
straight down to they have ignored what has happened.
Okay.
Which, honestly, I'm okay if they just ignore what happens in the Daredevil series. I was told I need to watch Black Widow, despite how not good that is, for the setup for Yelena, and to watch the Captain Falcon Winter Soldier show, which would be useful.
Right. So here we go. We are going to shield throw onto Spider Lady.
Physical attack, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. You are in martial artist range.
Okay.
So, I do get to count blanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
He's just a normal martial artist, so range 2 only physical.
okay.
energy.
Here we go. Ah,
That's definitely not anything.
I got a wild and a hit.
You have a wild and a hit. I have some re-rolling going on. Just one.
Okay.
Cool. I will block nothing.
Okay.
So
So
I take 2.
that's 2.
Okay.
Sam will build a power off of that, and I will get a small push. Small. Character S. Small.
Correct and yet not correct. Thunderbolts. Yeah, she goes to get twice. I plan on very soon watching all the context I need, or at least looking up all the context, so that I can go watch that movie. I'm very excited. I hilariously bought the Red Guardian popcorn bucket.
Okay.
It's a metal bucket with a Red Guardian helmet on it when I went to see Star Wars last weekend.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I'm so giddy about it.
All right. So I'm then going to just throw my shield at you again.
Okay.
Nope. Ah.
No, not anymore. He got the push.
Ooh, we got the wild trigger.
Yep.
Yep.
No, that's just damage on him.
Oh, damn. Perfect.
Okay.
I'm looking at 3.
You're looking at 3 right now?
Yep.
All right, I got my leadership reroll. Let's see if
Okay.
I can get this. No, I have 1. I have forgotten to place the 2 damage that you did to me.
Okay.
Well, one thing
I got a damage off on you?
And I will take the 1. I am very curious about that as well. I will take the 1 damage.
All right. I'm going to push you small again. Out of here, Spider Lady.
Fantastic.
Just gonna be right back.
You know what? That's fine.
That nice long move there.
Right? But
Helps
at
out
least you'll have to do something to get back in range.
Helps out a lot.
Okay. That is Sam.
That is, in fact, Sam.
Where you going, Spider Lady?
They're not within range of each other. Interesting. Okay. So the question is, what do I do? What do I do? There's a lot to go on. I have a lot of things going for me.
Doesn't it? It's like, yeah, but also, eh. Jane just so happens to be a little bit too far because I didn't want to have her kind of on
Yeah.
the car. Wait, I can't do that. I'd be able to fit fully on it in this game. So no
You have to be able to hit.
no Warhammer Dice Tower nonsense.
I could do some fun stuff here as well. I think we sure did. Yeah. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is this is weird. No. Put me in a weird predicament here.
No one
And I like
expects
to think.
the double shield throw
I
put.
think too much. So it's a problem.
You're a thinky guy.
I am a
All
very,
them rankles in your brain.
I try to use my wrinkles. Problem is that Miles is a little bit too far from where I want him.
Mhm.
And he only has 1 power, so I can't like webline kick. So it might actually just be correct to use Jane to do some fun stuff. How much health does Tony have left?
Tony is at full, so he's got 5.
Who has damage? Just Sam?
Just Sam.
Just Sam. Who has how much health left?
Sam's got 3 left.
He's got 3 left. And what's his energy defense?
He's 3 across the board, but I do have vibranium shields.
What does vibranium shields do?
Adds 2 dice to energy and physical.
Okay. Okay. If I place myself within 2, I'll be about there. Not close enough to do 2 there. But I am going to be close enough to do my other things, at least. Am I close enough to actually do it anyway?
Which does not.
What you
He
doing
is.
in Malaysia?
He's working.
In Malaysia?
He'll fly back on Monday.
Really?
That's Peyton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been working for the last month.
Sick.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some fun stuff going on. We are going to all this to just
Still in activation.
move. Tony doesn't. Tony has an extract. Okay. I am going to. No, I don't think I hit. Sam has one though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit Sam with an intoxicating blast. I'm gonna spend 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 3. This is gonna be a 7 dice energy.
Sam will spend a power for a vibranium shield.
Add 2 dice.
Yep.
That's cool. I'm looking for a wild trigger.
Okay. Here we go.
Actually, the wild trigger doesn't matter because you don't have poison. Oh,
Here we go.
which is crazy because I would have gotten it.
Okay. I'm blocking 2.
Okay, well, that's not a success. These are successes though. I have 5.
Okay. That's enough to take him out.
You'll drop the objective token either way because
Yep.
you would drop it as a result of the attack
Okay.
just happening,
All
and
right.
you drop it because you're dazed.
Yep.
Wait, what was the results? I missed.
I dazed Sam.
Okay, you did.
All that deliberation just to go after a guy with an extract.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter where I put it. I'm just paying a power to pick it up.
Yep.
And unfortunately, that means I don't have a power to glide away. But I'm okay with that. So that's going to be her activation. All that deliberating to just move and attack and
Right.
take an objective.
Okay. All right. So I'll activate Jane next.
Makes sense.
All right. I'm just gonna bop her.
You're just going to bop her?
Yep.
All right.
Just a regular hammer strike.
Go ahead and bop her. I do get cover from this,
All right.
hilariously. This is physical attack?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
And within 2 of you, so
All right. Sick.
reroll. Awesome. I have 4.
I have 4 as well.
All right, so I block all the damage.
I do get my wild trigger.
Which is?
I get to throw you away small.
Okay.
All right.
Where would you like to throw me?
I'll just throw you. Has to be like this, right?
Away?
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Boop.
You throw me into the train?
Yep.
Okay. I will. Do I want to brace right now? Chairgrot's doing some shit in the background, y'all.
Yep.
I will take the damage, actually.
All right.
Yeah.
How much you got left?
2.
2. Okay. I'm just gonna hit her again.
You in range?
Yeah. 3.
Range 3? Okay.
Yeah, range 3 on this.
Okay. I don't count blanks this time. Which is crazy because I rolled 2.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
You have 3?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna reroll. Well, yes. I block none of the damage.
Okay.
I spend the power to fall back right now. I don't think I do. No, I will not. Let's take the 2 and daze.
Okay.
And you get to put this token within 2 of her.
Okay.
Because she dazed.
All right. Within 2?
Within 2 of her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just drop it back here on top.
Don't forget that only that you can only hold 1 spider infected at a time.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and because you don't have your tokens on, so that it's clear for the audience.
Okay. I'll have Jane spend the power
Mm-hmm.
and pick it up.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna put it next to Jane?
Yeah.
Instead?
Yeah. Put it next to Jane. I'll have her pick it up.
Hi, Stream Cat. It's Joe's cat, and yet he chose me.
Okay. And then I'll spend 2 power,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna throw this car at Miles.
What's the range?
So
How far do you throw it?
throw it medium.
You throw it medium. Okay. Let's see if you can even get to him. You would not hit him.
Okay.
Because it does not go over the terrain.
Got you.
Yeah. Because terrain is thrown from you,
Oh.
not from where the terrain is.
Okay.
Yes.
Characters
Characters are thrown from where they are.
Okay.
Terrain is thrown from you.
Okay. So
Yeah.
All right. Then I
So
will
even
not
though,
spend.
even though medium is a very good throw,
Yeah.
doesn't hit Miles.
Okay. I will not throw the car.
Cool.
That's Jane.
Okay. You have 1, 2, 3 left.
Yep.
Which is interesting. Okay, I think. You got some interesting stuff here. I can do a lot of things because I have Bill.
Mhm.
And Bill does very, very interesting things. He's got some cool stuff. What's Cable immune to? Remind me.
Poison.
Just poison?
Yep.
Just poison. The poison for Cable. Poison specifically chosen to kill Cable. I'm going to go ahead and activate Gwen. Who's going to measure where she's at. Realize she's not where she wants to be. Move to where she wants to be. Perfect. Make it easier to see where I'm supposed to be on the board. Long move's going to get her there.
Okay.
She's going to spend 2 power. 2 over 3 power to webline. Webline Jane.
Okay.
That'll be a push towards, so I'm gonna go this way. Well, we're gonna have a magnet be an issue here.
Funny.
Funny enough. Pull it towards her. Okay. And then we get to measure how far away she is. Don't think I'm within 2. Oh, we are. Okay.
Okay.
Keep hitting both of them, so. You're slightly this way. You're slightly this way. Cool. So, as a result, we're going to hit Jane with the spider technique.
Okay. Spider tag.
Spider technique. This is a 4 dice physical attack.
Okay.
That, because I have moved already, lets me move again afterwards.
Okay. Just physical?
Just physical, 4 dice.
Okay.
Nothing special.
Okay. Blocking none.
I only have 1.
Okay.
So I'll deal 1 to you. I'll gain 1. We may have ads going right now.
Maybe.
And then I can move long if I desire. I kind of do want to. I kind of do want to, but it's a question of. I'm within 1 of this objective here. So, Miles, you're going to have to tip over for a second. And Miles is back up. And that's going to be Gwen's activation.
All right. All right. I'll go Steve.
Steve.
Yep.
You know, Joe bothers me.
Yeah.
I need to see where you're activated. Like, I know what you've activated.
Yeah.
But I need the audience to know what you've activated.
Yeah.
The big thing is also you really can't see what's going on over.
No, you can't. There's a garbage truck in the way.
Joe, when are you gonna throw that?
Which I
garbage truck?
can fix. I can fix that.
Okay.
Cat?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna strike you.
You're going to strike her?
Yep.
All right. She's still cat. So your crits don't explode. And you cannot modify them.
Okay.
Physical strike?
Yep.
Okay. You're going to pull a Zemo from the other day, cat.
Okay.
She might.
1.
She does get cover. For the lulls, that's 5 successes on 3
Okay.
dice.
Okay. Okay.
Right. Yeah. No cover. But she does have her 1 defensive reroll.
Okay. That's Steve.
That's Steve.
Where'd you throw the shield?
Oh, I needed to get on the objective.
Oh, no, you move, throw shield.
Well, I know, but I wanted to get the push.
Right. I will activate Bill.
Okay. Bill.
Bill. No, the sun's gone. Bill.
Yeah.
Dang it. I moved her too close.
You should be within 2.
Yeah, just barely.
Mhm.
Still moved her too close by accident. Because I got shaky hands. I want to. She does have fly. right? She has fly?
Yep.
It's going to be very fun. How much health does Jane have left?
She's got 7.
She's got 7. This is supreme funnies. I'm going to Stormbreaker her.
Okay.
So this is going to be a 5 dice physical attack. It's very hard because he has 4 power because he didn't spend any. So I have a lot of options. I am going to hit you with the Stormbreaker though.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is going to be a 5 dice physical attack, and if I hit the wild, you get stunned.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
She has 4 dice.
I'll spend a power for if she be worthy.
If she be worthy.
You can do that after seeing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
During the mod.
It's physical, right?
It is physical, so you get 4 dice.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Spend the
have
power.
2. This would have been a phenomenal defensive roll.
Blocking 1.
You're blocking 1. I have 4, so you'll get 3.
Okay.
I will also get 3 in power.
Okay.
I did not get the wild trigger, so no stun for Jane, which
Okay.
I would have liked. And that makes me want to. So she has 4 left.
Yep.
Okay. Her size is 2. I am going to. What's it got to be? Got to be within 2. So let's see. How big is this? It's within 2. What am I looking at? I'm going to spend 3 for immeasurable strength.
Okay.
I'm going to throw the Daily Bugle
Okay.
at Jane.
Okay. I will
It's a
spend the power.
size 3 terrain. That makes
Spend
sense.
the power, embrace it.
I am so surprised. That's what I expected. With that, I will go ahead and. Do I want a God Hunter here? No, I don't want a God Hunter. I'm going to spend 2 instead of 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to hit you with a Summon the Storm.
Okay.
Because you have Flight, I can reroll up to 2 dice in here, including skulls.
Okay.
This will be a 6 dice energy attack.
Okay.
He has Asgardian powers. He's been blessed by the Allfather himself.
Oh.
Remember, you get to choose to do it
You're right. Yeah.
after you see the result.
This energy?
Here's the big thing. People within.
No.
No.
No. It's just miles.
Unfortunately, too far away.
Yep. All right.
I'm glad I got the rerolls. Okay. That is 4.
4.
Right now you have 2.
I will take the 2 damage.
You'll take the 2 damage. Okay.
Yep.
I will not gain anything.
Ooh, God. Opposing opinions. That saying Thunderbolts wasn't that good.
That's that Philadelphian in him.
If there's one person in this world that I expected to criticize that movie, it was him.
All right.
I love him to pieces, but I tell you, I'm not surprised. That is 2 actions. That is it. That is Bill, man.
All right. Boo. Boo.
Left
boo.
you on 1.
Okay. I'll activate Cable. Cable will spend 1 to slide.
You're not on that objective. I am so smart as MRT. I totally planned that. No, Jane is not on the objective. I did not pull her onto the objective. It was good. It wasn't see it twice good. Okay, fair.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot Bill.
Not that it wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. Specifically, see it twice good.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot Bill.
Much more fair. You're gonna shoot Bill?
Yep.
How dare you?
Got 5 dice with 2.
Yep.
Yeah, he does. He sure does. I have 4 dice
Here we go. Whoa.
with a reroll and cover, which is good because I'm gonna need it.
I got 3.
Okay, well, that's a blank. So I have a cover.
Okay.
So I will be taking 2
Okay.
and gaining 2.
All right.
I'll go back up to 4 power. I am thinking about it. I think I don't want to use honor bound. Because you're close to me. Don't stand so. Don't stand too close to me. Why am I saying it twice, Jeff? Riddle me that, Jeffman. Yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of my honor bound.
Okay.
Now, what would you like to do, Joe?
Shoot him again.
Shoot him again?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Got a reroll. Okay, that was a blank, not a success. What you got?
3.
You've got 3. I've got 1. Cover gives me another, and I will spend 1 power to reduce that damage to 0.
Okay.
Using Corbinite's Cybernetics.
Okay.
So no damage done to me.
All right. I will spend
No power for Cable.
2 power.
Yep.
And I will throw the trash can at
You'll
him.
throw the trash can at Bill.
Yep.
This is a size 2, so I got 3 damage coming at me. Two crits. And no rerolls on that. No, it's just defenses. It's just 1 defense die. The question is, do I want to take the 1? I think I do. I want to take the 1 and get the power. Get the power, take the damage. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna let Bill take that 1 damage.
Okay.
I think if I took a little bit more damage, I probably would have spent the Corbinite Cybernetics, but not this time.
All right. That's Cable.
That's Cable. Okay, cool.
You're in the way here. What else? Damn.
Damn, you get to see a good movie again while you're bored. Who would have thought? All right, so who do you have left? You have
Iron Man.
You have okay. So you activated Cap.
Yep.
I will activate Black Cat.
Okay.
Black Cat is going to hit you with her claws.
Wow.
She got her kitty cat claws.
Okay.
So this is going to be a 4 dice physical attack. That if she does damage to you, you get bleed.
Okay.
And I have a pierce on the wild trigger.
All right.
Walker.
Okay.
Okay. No pierce. But I do have 3.
1.
So you'll take 2.
Okay.
I will gain 2. And on top of gaining 2, you will also get bleed.
Okay.
Here's a bleed token, Joe.
Yeah. Sure.
Not with that dice roll.
Well,
But yeah.
you might have forced the US to use this.
Yeah. For her second action,
Sure.
Black Cat is going to Master Cat Burglar for 3.
Okay.
Spend 3 power. Mine.
Okay.
She's going to say, gimme.
Okay.
You know, you're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. And she only has 1 power. That is where she will stay. She does nothing.
Okay.
Forever? Sure. What's the hottest take, Chad? I say this with so much pain in my heart. What the ever-loving fuck? The Last of Us games aren't that good. I swear to God.
I'm gonna go Tony.
Did you finish the first one?
No.
How far did you get? What part of the story did you get to? You were like, you didn't get far in the story at all.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to show you, Chad. Yeah. Oh, so you didn't get to experience the story without really knowing what was coming on. That probably hurts the experience. The remastered versions are worth going through if the controls were also a problem, because they did fix those a little bit. The game is still very much worth going through. Yeah.
So I'm willing to accept
It's worth going back and doing it, especially with the second one also being really good.
Right.
All right, what's Iron Man doing? He moved. I see.
I move, spend a powerful Friday. I'm gonna shoot Bill.
You shoot Bill.
Yep.
They have
You triggered Peyton. It's he and I are in agreement that it's like one of our best that it's one of our favorite games of all time. Okay, Bill.
Wow.
Okay, I gotta re-roll this. Okay, cool.
3.
You got 3. Cover gives me 2.
Okay.
I'll just take the 1. Gain of power.
Okay. I'm gonna get a power. All right. Tony's just gonna shoot you again.
Yep. Wait, didn't he have to move?
Oh, you're right. No, I moved.
Yeah. Okay.
I moved.
Which means I have 2 activations
Yep.
to manipulate away what's going on here. I have the middle objective. Spider-Man's going to move forward. There's really no need for me to move this far, but I'm going to anyway.
perception of how long they have.
I'm going to impact web Cap.
Okay.
I'm going to try and push him off this objective.
All right.
I don't care if I do any damage. I'm looking for a wild trigger.
Okay.
Because I'm a webs player, and I don't need to do damage. And guess what? You got 2?
Yep.
I got 2. No wild trigger.
Okay.
I'll gain a power. Guess what? I'm going to use it to web swing back. Oh yeah, if you hadn't played the second one and didn't know that was coming up, now here's the thing. Here's the thing. So you've seen the show, right? So you know what happens in the second game. It's more brutal.
Yep.
When that happens, it's worse.
It's been so long since I've played 2.
Dude, hilariously, 2 is the only one Miranda has seen.
Yeah.
Because when I played the first one, I was in college. It was 2014. My friend literally saw that it was available for $10. Bought that shit and came over to my apartment and he goes, "We're playing this in a weekend. I've watched a Let's Play and you need to play this game."
Nice.
Cool. We beat it in 14 hours that weekend.
Nice.
And I was immediately like, this is like the best game I've ever played.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
It's worse in the game.
It's way worse in the game. Okay. Miles time. Unfortunately, Miles only has
I
one power.
really like the game.
Mhm.
I'm frustrated with how it ended.
But the ending made sense. As it frustrates me, but it made sense story wise.
So the ending makes sense, but I feel like a different ending makes a little bit more sense.
It could have.
But it's fine.
Miles is gonna move. Yeah,
People shit on Bella Ramsey because her face is too close to her nose.
personally, fan of her. I like everything. I haven't watched the show in its entirety, but I've watched a lot of clips. I very much like what she's
Now,
done.
just might be because during Game of Thrones she was just a smaller girl,
Oh, that it does.
so it
does
looked
impact
a little
things.
better. But like, that's it.
Yep,
Like,
okay, I am going to webline kick Iron Man.
yeah.
Miles is going to try to throw him away.
Okay.
Full attack.
Look at her.
That Miles doesn't want wilds on, but he wants crits.
I got 2.
I have 5.
Okay. Well, I get my cover.
Yep, you do, because I'm not contesting the objective, and you are.
Blocking 3.
So you're blocking 3, so you'll take 2.
All right. I'll reduce it to 1.
Okay, and I get to throw you.
All right.
Yes,
No, there's a 3.
I think you could have a 3. I am very much okay with not having a 3. I think the way the story ends ties up everything that needs to be tied up in the series. I do not think a third game is necessary. That being said, if Naughty Dog writes another Last of Us story, I will play that game on the day that it launches. I got the wild trigger, so I get to throw you short. I get to throw you way short specifically. So I'm going to throw you.
Okay.
Kaboom. Do you or do one of you?
One.
I do one. Okay, so very important. It's a builder. I only gain 1 power. No. You take 1 damage. You are the person doing the colliding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so only takes damage. Use
Yeah.
power.
No, you're not worried about the truck doing damage to you.
Oh, okay.
No, not that kind. Only 1.
Okay.
And then Miles will spend 2 to web swing.
Okay.
Onto the point. And that is going to be Miles' activation. That is going to be the end of the round. Because I forgot to put an activation token on Peter. All right.
Mm-mm.
No. Just Jess and Sam. So my Spider Woman is dazed. Yes. Yeah, Jane double tapped her and hit her good.
Yep.
I'm getting 8 points. No, I'm sorry. I'm getting 7 points.
I'm getting 2.
Because I did not daze Steve over here. Nobody controls this secure, but I control the other 4.
Yep.
Peter and Gwen are within 1 of these secures. Miles ended up taking this secure because he got the throw on Tony. And Bill has this one because my Gwen play was so big-brained that I did not pull her within 1, and I actually had to measure because I thought I did. Because if I did, nobody would pull the middle because I didn't daze her.
Yep.
So I have 4 of the secures plus 3 extracts for 7 points. And Joe has 1 extract.
I got 2.
2 extracts. So Joe's going to go to 5.
Yep.
And I'm going to go to 12. All right, 3 minutes of ads going into round 3.
All right.
For our subscribers, if we have any. Still. We got a few. We get to just chat. Just you and I. Hell yeah.
Right. Red button's there.
Red button. Yeah, it's true.
Oh,
But yeah, I agree. There's always a never say never with Naughty Dog, no matter how much they say never. Like they said they weren't working on a sequel, and then they came out with a sequel. And everyone was like, "How could you write a sequel?" And then it came out, it was just like, it's a pretty good sequel.
I think the game got better the longer it was out.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think you have, like, the opening of 2. Just everyone was so mad that there was nothing the game could follow up with
Yeah.
that would make people excited about it.
Yep. You had
Peyton subscribe.
you. Oh hell yeah, Peyton! Thank you.
Thank you, Peyton.
You had to make a story that was going to be worthwhile because that story was so good in 1 and was told so well.
Right.
I still think about the giraffe scenes.
Yeah. So I look at 2 and I'm like, okay, you had that opening act, set it so that ass blasted so many people that the end of the game, people were still mad at the beginning.
Yeah.
So the end, people are like, I don't accept this.
I am one of those people. Abby is a phenomenally well-written character.
Mhm.
I hate her ass.
Oh yeah.
I hate her so much.
Right.
And there was nothing about that game about what you could tell in her story that redeemed her for me.
So
while I understood her story,
Let's not talk about what
I'm not going to get into details because I know Chad doesn't have it. I love what they did with her story. I love what they did. I love her as a character. I hate her. And that is the mark of a well-written, like, not villain, but also villain.
I actually don't even hate her.
That's reasonable.
So, like, we look at as like, oh, that's the lady that did the thing to the guy.
Yeah.
I hate her. But, like, from her point of view, she's just killing a guy.
Yeah.
Who, like, ruined her life.
No, yeah. Like, her reasons were justifiable. Like, I understood why she did the things that she did.
However, I can't forgive the stupidity of not also doing the same thing to our girl.
Mm-hmm.
She should have been like, well, that's 1 now. Might as well just clean this up.
Yeah. The way her character, if it wasn't for some of the stuff that she went through, she probably would have. Yeah.
But we wouldn't have had a
I
game
said-
if she did that.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Like I said, I thought her story was really, really, really well written, but I hated the actions that while I understood why she made them, I wish that in an apocalyptic setting, she would have understood that maybe we don't do those things.
Peyton says straight up left the giraffe scene 4 hours.
Like, it's immaculate. It's my favorite moment in between the two games.
What-
It's near the end of the game, which is wild.
like, however, we get to the end.
Yeah.
And after everything our main character has been through and done,
Mm-hmm.
the ending just ain't it for me.
See, and I liked the ending. I like it because it's unsatisfying. I like it because we want a conclusion.
Right? But yeah, that's good story
And
building.
they
I'm waiting for my catharsis and it never comes.
yeah, like it was, and they didn't leave it for like, and it wasn't done in a way where it was like a cliffhanger, right? Like they didn't purposely blue balls you.
Right?
There was just like, this ending is an ending, and it may not be satisfying for you, and that's okay. You have to deal with it.
Right. Okay, we're back.
Anyone who's stuck in ad hell for that time, go check out the VOD on Wednesday
If
when we post this, and you can listen to that nice
You want to see some nice?
spoiler-free discussion.
Yeah. All right.
Jeff Love get.
Did you flip your Sam?
No, I haven't flipped him yet.
So take off his damage and flip him. He still has all the power he had before.
Yep.
I did the same with my Jess.
All right, we got power up.
Spider Woman.
Yes, Spider Woman. Yeah, Ghost Spider is still fine, despite the fact that she does die to a stiff freeze. Spider Woman's the one who was injured. Power phase happens.
Okay.
I gain a power on Miles, Spider-Man, Black Cat, Jessica Drew, Ghost Spider, and I gain 2 power on Bill. Bill. No, the science guy. Joe, did you power up?
Yeah, I did.
All right, cool. Spider infected.
Okay. So I got priority.
Yes,
So
you
we'll
do.
start with Tony. Tony's good.
Tony's good.
And then we go to Jane. Jane is good.
Jane's good. I will roll. Start with Miles.
Okay.
Miles gets pushed.
All right.
Or he gets advanced.
Okay.
Very specifically. You do not have to go the full distance. You can bend the tool. You can go over terrain like you normally would. Peter Parker.
Okay.
He does get advanced. Short.
All right.
Do it, man.
We'll put
I'm
him
getting
over
my
there.
tattoo on Tuesday. Very excited. And last but not least, Black Hat.
Okay.
Who is going to get advanced.
All right.
You have waited long enough. I have also considered a Last of Us tattoo, but there's no kind of like iconography or anything that I love enough.
Get a
If
golf
anything,
club.
Miranda has my
golf
wife
club.
has the Last of Us based tattoo. Okay, cool.
Get a
Yeah.
golf club. Get a driver.
Yeah, I could get a driver if I wanted to be that brutal.
Okie dokie.
Like the easy one is the firefly symbol, right? But
Right. Okay, so it's your boy's turn.
yeah, it is your boy's turn. Avengers are going. This is round 3, everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, and Eli win it.
Yep.
You would know the exact one. Yes, it was a 7-iron.
Okay.
Sure. I don't know golf clubs.
Okay.
It was a golf club.
I'm going to activate Jade.
Yeah.
We are going to. Where are you, Midgard?
For Midgard. This is her
Um,
charge ability and
yep.
stuff. Yep, she's gonna do some things.
Blind.
Um,
And then we are going to throw a lightning bolt at our boy.
at Miles.
Yeah, Miles.
Okay.
Or her spender. All right.
So this is energy.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Yes, Joe gets his rerolls.
Okay.
How many shown so far?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. All right. Spider sense. Leadership. Okay. I have 2. I will take 5 and days.
I did.
What's your wild trigger?
So everyone within 2 of him is going to take 2 damage. And I'm assuming he's immune to shock.
He is not immune to shock.
Okay, well he's shocked for whatever that's worth.
Not going to matter because he's dazed.
Okay.
So at the end of the turn, it's going to fall off anyway. Spider-Woman takes 2.
Yep.
Okay.
He's got how much left?
Spider-Woman has 3 left.
Right. I'm gonna lightning blast again.
Yeah.
Ooh. I am going to spend 1 to Avengers Assemble.
Okay.
Every
Yeah.
can spend 1.
You only want 1 character to spend it?
Well, no. So
So how many characters are going to spend?
She doesn't spend the 1 to play.
no.
You
So Sam's gonna spend it.
Mhm.
Spend 1, so he can move.
Who else? I guess you do 1 at a time, right?
Claire and then
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So who else?
Honestly,
Pretty good. You have Sam do it.
okay. I'll have Cable do it.
Okay. Do you
And
want
that-
anybody else to do
No.
it? Okay. Yeah.
Here.
I'm total agreement with Chad that absolutely that was the play.
And then Sam will come here.
All right, cool. I'm gonna do something as a result of that.
Okay.
Jessica Drew.
Okay.
She's gonna spend 2 for Spider Tracker.
Okay.
She's gonna advance short.
Okay.
Because she has wall crawler, she can go over the terrain, right?
Yes.
On the advance, even if though it's an out of phase advance. Yeah. What's the range on her?
4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can at least get cover. Actually, what size terrain is this?
that's 3.
Then you can't see her
All right.
because of line of sight rules.
Right. So instead, then
Oh, don't forget to put this extract down from Miles. Which that's
Here.
within 2. Throw, spender. The
Tails off.
problem is that
still bopper.
problem is that she can't see Jessica Drew right now, so she can't attack her. Because that terrain is bigger than her. Yes. He can. He has options. If he really wants to attack Jessica, he can.
So, okay, I'll spend the 2 power,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna heat the terrain.
There it is.
3 could.
Yeah.
Mid-draw.
I did. Okay, so 3. We'll heat the terrain.
Now, is she within?
No, she's
Well,
not.
You measure the medium, so it's
Yeah,
not
I
going to
measured the medium.
You can't throw it at Jessica?
Well, medium.
I know. She's not. 3 is longer than medium.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just spending the power.
Yeah, I'm just throwing the terrain.
Yeah. He needs to get rid of line of sight. Medium's not going to let him throw at anybody because Miles is dazed and
Yeah.
Gwen is not within medium.
Quick question: is Bill within?
No.
Nope.
Bill, it's too long for Bill.
Yep.
So throw it to get rid of it.
Yep.
Get line of sight back to Jessica.
Okay.
Totally understandable play.
All right.
You still have another action.
Fortunately, can't do anything.
Peyton's congratulating on the Slambo win, by the way.
Thank you. She's not within 3.
Oh, okay.
She's just
Oh,
out.
4's just the spender.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She's just out. So,
And Bill's not within 3, is he?
no.
So she's kind of isolated there.
No.
Does she have an extract on her?
No. She'll
As
pick
I
it
said,
up.
then I think there's only one thing left to do.
Who has that extract that's right there?
Oh, she has an extract.
Oh,
yeah.
she does.
Yeah, she has an extract. So I can't pick it up.
Oh, right, because I stole from Sam.
Yeah. So I will instead.
And Tony has an extract. Yeah.
No.
You have very, very interesting thought processes.
Little bit.
No.
You like a little bit.
No. Get out of my head.
In your ear.
Like, I don't mind. There is, like, at this point, I've become so obsessed with this game that I have, like, many more games than Joe's gotten to play here.
Right. I don't think anywhere I go matters. So it's on my turn.
I think it mostly depends on how you want to set up the rest of your turn, really. Like, her positioning here, getting you VPs, that's the key thing, right?
Yeah. So yeah, she's just gonna vibe.
Okay.
She'll just stand out and vibe. Yes.
Fired. From the
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. It is supremely tempting. Hmm.
Thank you, Peyton. It was it's 5 really great games, and beating Shelly in the 5th round
I was gonna say, you beat a really good opponent
with
to take the win.
with a very very good list. Felt pretty awesome.
need to find which odd one.
What?
And make sure that they.
Honestly, bro, we just need to figure out who Shelly pissed off. Because, like, the dice rolls I got in that game were like, someone was happy with me, someone was very unhappy with him.
I think this is the turn. I gotta do this. Yeah, it is. Very cool. Very cool. Very collected. I'm gonna activate Jessica Drew.
Right?
I go all the way. And
We
I
were
hit Cable.
we were laughing.
It doesn't matter.
We're
He
like,
moves
all right,
short
Dylan,
anyway.
if you just want to vet a list, write 5 or 6 of them, give it out to your closest friends so they can get a 5-0, and then you'll figure out what's good.
Jess is gonna move right here.
Yep.
And she's going to spend 3 power for all webbed up.
Okay.
So I will be applying slow
Okay.
to Jane, Sam, and Tony.
Okay.
For the rest of the turn, for the rest of the round,
Mhm.
any attacks by my web warriors
Mhm.
that go into slow characters
Okay.
or slowed characters
Mhm.
get an additional 2 dice.
Okay.
No, I don't want to do damage. I just want you to be slow. You have some potentially speedy boys with some charges. Some Fridaying going on here. I will then pay 1 to pick up the extract.
Okay.
You know, that's extremely reasonable. And then she's gonna fuck all the way off. Bye-bye. That's Jessica Drew. run, make you slowed, and bye-bye. Otherwise, that character moves short.
Okay.
Which is fine for characters like Cable, who already move short. So he would only care about the dice.
Okay.
But he also has some good defensive tech as long as he's got some power on him. And just so you know, Jessica Drew does have stealth. You have to be good within 3 to shoot her.
Okay.
I can't shoot space laser at her. Can't see her. Does Ghost Spider have it?
Ghost Spider does not have stealth.
Okay, cool. Activate Tony.
Okay. Activate Tony.
I'm gonna spend a power to Friday. Jane's gonna throw 2 power into it. Sam will throw 3 power into
Gonna
it.
Helios bombard me.
Yep.
Oh, here
Tony
it
will throw
is.
3 power into it.
Okay.
And Steve will throw 2 power into it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 dice.
He's gonna force me to spend this recal.
Hey,
Okay.
depends on how 14 dice roll.
Yeah, we'll see.
3,
We'll see how it
6,
goes.
So, Joe, do you
9,
want do you want the tray?
9, no.
No.
No. 12.
All right.
14.
I got 3 Gwen dice ready to roll, man. Let's go. Okay.
That's a lot.
No crits.
That's cool. I rolled 2 crits.
Okay.
Only one of them actually explodes, though.
Okay, buddy.
What do you got?
11.
+1.
You said 11?
3, 6,
Spider sense.
9, 10, 11.
Pierce would get me the block to 4, and you would still do 7 to me?
Yeah, I also ignore cover.
You ignore cover? Okay, so I don't even get that. Yeah. I'll spend the 3 for recal, man. Reroll it all.
Reroll all. Did you have any skulls?
No.
The skulls don't reroll.
Alright, so Joe, you get to reroll everything.
All right.
Okay, well,
This is including the explosion dice to crits, which you didn't have any.
okay.
These crits do not explode. They're just reroll at
Okay.
the end of the sequence.
So I got to reroll everything?
We both reroll
No,
everything.
I don't like that.
So I reroll 4 dice, and you reroll
14.
all 14.
I don't like that.
They don't re-explode.
Five.
I have 3. I'll take 2.
Motherfucker.
Joe, you get a wild trigger.
Yeah?
Extra dice? Or extra damage?
So the wild triggers an AoE effect that targets the target as well.
Okay, yep. So 3 damage, 3 power. Go!
Every time. Every Helios, it's like this.
I specifically bought Recal in case you brought Helios too. Because I was
Every
like,
Helios.
motherfucker, if he gets that
Every
off-
Helios is like this.
Woo! I got lucky.
Sent that bitch to the Stone Age.
she was gonna get thrown to the Shadow Realm, dude. Would have been
Oh.
8 damage. I think you got the wild trigger. I think it would have been 9 damage
Yes.
into her, which is one short of just like the straight double kill if that was a thing in the game.
Every Helios is like
gosh.
this.
Like, that's kind of what you save Recal.
That's what I say Recal for.
You save it for the huge vendor that does offer no reason.
Yeah.
Or if you're playing against the Tony, Recal.
Fine. Fuck it.
Or Helios.
I'll just shoot her regularly.
Okay.
Three.
I have 1 reroll. If this succeeds, then I'm fine.
You also have cover.
Exactly. That's why I need 1. I don't have 1. So cover gets me 1. You have 3 successes, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I am going to Spend 2 to fall back. So I'm going to advance away from you short.
That stops the attack?
No, this is before damage is dealt.
Oh,
So
okay.
she is still going to daze.
Okay.
But I want this a little bit further away.
Okay.
Yes, it is in the process of being used, but yes. Because it's active for the round. No, I have brace still. No. Joe used brace.
Yeah, I brace.
I haven't used brace.
Okay,
Joe has.
and then push short.
What direction?
Straight back.
You have to go like this because of the terrain. Is that before damage dealt?
Before damage is dealt.
And is that a May?
No.
You have to?
Yeah.
Okay. Now she dazes. Takes her 2 damage, so you'll gain your 2 power, because it's a builder, right?
Yep.
I will gain that 2 power back that I just spent. I will drop the objective token that she does not have. Never mind.
Okay. That's Tony.
Which means there's absolutely no reason for me to have spent fallback there, but oh well. Yeah, geez. Okay, so that's Tony. We have Tony and Jane having gone. You have Falcon, Cable, and Cap left.
Yep.
Who has an extract? Jane does.
Yep. And so does Tony.
So does Tony. Tony has how much damage on him?
He's got 2. He's got 3 left.
So he's got 3 left.
You need to do 4 damage.
I need to do 4 damage. Cap has how much on him?
2.
So he's got 4 left?
3 left.
He's 5?
Yep.
Jeff asks, "Pointless."
Yeah, I know, Peyton. Yeah, that's probably in reaction to the fact that I fell back unnecessarily. But I'm going to keep that mistake, which is fine because I'm just looking to win this turn anyway. I am going to go with Bill.
Okay.
I'm going to do something extremely hilarious.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 3 power to throw Cable medium.
Okay.
Need to come onto your side.
Yeah.
I can. Boom. Because Sam has no damage.
Nope.
I'm going to throw Cable into Tony.
Okay.
So Cable takes the damage.
Okay. Watchers.
Yeah. Is that how that?
Because the rules with privilege.
In that case, he's hitting Sam instead.
Okay. This is a dodge roll equal to my physical?
Yeah, physical defense dice is your dodge roll. Anything, and if you have rerolls or anything that can modify dodge rolls, they still apply.
1.
So Cable's a size 2, so you'll take 2 damage
All right.
because you block the third,
Yep.
and Cable will take 1. And they all gain power from that. That is an enemy effect, obviously.
Weapon.
Yes.
Because the
All right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So you do me.
All right, how much?
Do me, boss.
Sam has 3 left.
Yes.
Cable has how much left?
Cable had 6.
6 left?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember if I'd done any damage to him or not. What's the energy defense on Sam and Cable?
Sam's 333. I have vibranium shield.
Mm-hmm.
Cable is 334,
Mm-hmm.
and I do
You
have
have the power for
telekinetic shield.
for telekinetic shield. Yeah. Yeah, he could. Question of, do I want a God Hunter? Because he funny. They're all size 2s, so it's just a matter of. I'm going to spend 2 to summon the storm onto Sam.
Sure. All right.
Yeah.
So I will 1 for telekinetic shield, and Sam will spend 2 for vibranium.
Makes sense.
They each only spend 1?
Yeah. Because remember, each gets
Crazy.
reduction.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So doing that.
You
This
have
is
to
energy,
remember-
right?
Each character. It was like, look, Joe plays more games. He doesn't forget this.
All right. Okay. Here we go.
I don't get the extra dice because Bill's not a web warrior.
Okay.
So it's just 6 dice. I get to reroll 2 dice because you're flying.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have 6.
Okay.
You'll take 2, and you will gain shock.
Okay.
What's happening? No camera problems.
So it's not the camera.
Not the camera.
Yeah. He's hard.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that is warm.
It's starting to get a
Sam's
little
got
warm.
1 health left.
Sam's got 1 health left.
Yep.
Well, good thing I have 1 more attack that I can do. The question is, am I in range for it?
2.
Not within range. Unfortunate. I am in range to attack Cable, though.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just going to have to attack Cable with Stormbreaker.
Yeah.
So, 5 dice physical.
Okay.
Targeting you with an attack.
Okay.
Spend 2 to give yourself.
Would you like to do that?
Nah.
All right. If I get a wild, you're stunned.
Okay.
I have 2 crits.
Oh.
That become 2 successes, so I have 4.
Okay. I have none.
You have none, so you'll take 4 damage.
Okay.
I'll gain 4 power. I didn't get the wild trigger, so you're not stunned.
Yep.
That is going to be Bill.
All right.
Bill. No, the science guy. Bill. No, the science guy.
I'm gonna activate cable. We're gonna spend a power
Mm-hmm.
to slide.
1 power body slide, so good.
All right.
It's so good. 2.
Oh.
Yeah. Not quite the same distance. Slightly shorter.
Okay.
Still very good. But yeah, specifically place 2.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna shoot Black Cat.
Interesting. Okay. You don't get your rerolls,
All right.
and your crits don't explode.
All right.
Okay.
Got 1.
I have 1 blocking before my reroll.
Okay.
See, this is when I wish I had fallback available. Because I would have used it there with Black Cat.
Okay.
But that's what I get for making mistakes. Absolutely.
I'm
down
gonna hit
to
him
here
with her spender.
with his spender?
Yeah.
What's the range on that? That's what I thought.
Yep.
Is Black Cat in range, or are you just going to get built with this? Mhm. You already did.
I already bought his slide.
That's how he got into position where he's at.
Yep.
So do you want to take that back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just shoot her again with a gun.
Makes sense.
Okay. 2.
I have 2 blocking before the reroll.
Okay.
Who's now on fire?
She's incinerated.
You got the wild?
Yep.
She's on fire.
incinerated. All right, and then I'm gonna spend 4 and throw this truck at her.
Yep, that makes total sense. Now I will spend the brace.
Over to you.
Okay, what do I have left? Back right there. I have these 2, and you have Cap and Sam.
Yep.
Okay. I will Black Cat. I will go ahead and attack you with Cat Claws.
Who you taking?
I will attack Steve.
Okay.
It's just 4 dice physical.
Okay.
Where's your bleed token?
It's right here.
Oh, okay. Didn't see it. Like bleeding, so I can't give you bleed again.
Okay.
It's just if I get a pierce.
Right.
Which you have cover, so it's just
Okay.
it would cancel out.
I got 3 so far.
Okay. That is a skull. I have 1, so I will do nothing.
Okay.
I'm going to I'm gonna try again.
Okay. I got 2.
I have a
3.
pierce, so I do no damage. Okay. This is what it is.
All right.
That's Black Cat. It's just hoping for another power.
All right. Okay. I am going to activate Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Um. I'm going to shield throw at her.
You are not within 3. He has stealth. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Sam thinking
Oh.
it's like, yeah, you have Steve. You
Okay.
can shield throw. Go for it.
Okay.
I only get 2 dice.
Okay. 4.
Got 1 reroll. Comes nothing.
Okay.
So I will take 4.
I do get the ricochet.
Okay.
And then. Oh, he has.
Yes, because it's a successful
Three.
attack being resolved, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it just the
And then
Yeah.
the ricochet onto Bill.
A successful attack resolution, I should say. And then Bill,
Yep.
who has 4 dice because physical.
All right. 1, 2, 5.
That is better. I currently have 2 successes, but I get a reroll from my leadership into nothing. So that's going to be 3 total,
Mhm.
down
1, 2, 3,
to
4, 5.
2 because I have cover.
So I got 5.
Oh, it ignores cover?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you have 5 total?
Yeah, 5 total.
That's 3 coming at me.
Okay.
I will spend nothing because he's at 4, and I'll take 2 no matter what. So I'll just take 2 in days.
Okay. All right. I will spend 2 power, and I will shield Slam Cat. Black Cat.
Get all my tokens in place. Forcing me to use all my tokens, Joe.
All right.
All right, and you're gonna shield slam cat.
Yep.
Okay. Only 2 dice.
All right, here we go. 1, 2.
You have 2.
Yep.
You will take 1 in days.
Yep.
And drop the extract.
After, yep. And then he'll spend the power to pick it up.
My last day's token. Okay. So it's just Peter left,
Yeah.
and you just have Sam left.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty much, yeah. Everyone's about to be. How much health does Steve have left?
Steve's got 2.
2?
I got no power.
I'm gonna move medium. I'm going to impact web onto Steve.
Okay. It's physical?
Yes, 4 dice physical.
Okay. Nothing.
I got 2.
All right. Yeah, I
You-
get 1.
Yeah, you get 1, so you'll take 1 damage.
Okay.
And I'll gain 1.
All right.
And no wild trigger means all I can do is web swing backwards. He just got it. That'll be Peter's activation.
Yep. I'll activate Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Fort.
Yep.
Oh. Want to shake it at the start of the turn?
No.
It takes an action.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then take an action.
Do that.
Yeah, take an action to shake it.
Do the plan that does exactly the same thing.
Okay, and then long move onto it.
Yeah, you only need the long move, so you might as well.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Cool.
That's the end of the round?
That
Yep.
would be the end of the round.
This is a big swing round.
Yes. Kind of the round that Joe needed. And
Because
let's
you only have 3.
I'm only getting 3 points.
Yeah.
So I'll put
And
you
I'll get
at
6.
Yes, you'll get 1.
2, 3.
Yes, she's alive.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3 for your 3, 4.
Well, so I have 3 extracts.
Oh, so it's 5.
Well, no, so 1, 2, 3.
6.
Yeah.
Math is math. You go up to 11.
Yeah.
I gain 3 to go to 15.
All right.
I do have prio, so days goes off.
I don't think you should have priority.
Well, you should have
You have more characters than me.
not had the last activation. Okay.
I can't help it. I honestly didn't think it would go that well. I was like, oh, I'm going to lose.
Alright, so enough of the board state. I probably would have spent
Yeah.
this close to days.
Yeah.
She's carrying an extract.
Yeah.
And she's power up.
I should have patched up. You're right. But counterpoint, I'm not good at the game.
Counterpoint, you're very inexperienced at the game. Relatively.
Counterpoint, you have me willing to give you the advice. An experienced player willing to give you.
Okay.
The Watcher, as chairgrot is calling itself now.
Yes. Tamu giving engineering degrees because can't do math apparently. It just takes me a minute.
Yo, do you have to pay like the extra like $10 for the Timu tariffs? Does your degree cost you an extra
Just
20?
it cost me extra money. All right, all webbed up, no longer active. I have used all of my tactics cards.
Nice.
Still have your name.
I do. I
Mhm.
should have used patch.
Your name.
I should have used patch up.
Yeah, he has patch up and
Stark Armory.
Stark Armory, yeah. All right. I think I have removed all of my tokens that are relevant on the board. You've also all your tokens that are relevant on the board. Power phase. Miles
Yeah.
gets 1. Peter gets 1. Pat gets 1. Jess gets 1. Gwen gets 1. Bill gets 2.
Right.
Abel has how much health left?
He's got 2 left.
2 left. Tony?
Toadie's got 3 left.
Okay.
Sam's got 1.
Tim
Steve's
has
got 2.
1. And Steve has 2.
Jane's got 2.
Jane's got 2. We have very interesting things going on here. Okay. Jane has an extract.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got lots of interesting plays here.
We gotta do the thingies. We're holding people. Gotta see where we go.
We do have to do that first. Peter. gets moved.
Ooh.
Peter is off
All
the other side of the car.
right.
It's a push. He wouldn't go over the car.
No, it's an advance.
Oh, it's a
Spider infected is an advanced.
And he's got, I don't know,
He has
got
wall
the
crawler.
Wall crawler, so, you know.
well, in size 2 can walk over a size. Party line.
Scrolls.
Oh,
Scroll does the push when you pick it up. Enjoy my Peter. And then Jess. Who's fine.
Okay.
All right, now your character.
Iron Man. Good.
Iron Man's good. Jane.
Steve.
Steve.
Good.
Good.
Jane. Not
Gets
good.
moved. Oh, okay. It is now.
Oh, he wants the fuck. I will fight you, little man. Your
Make sure the
tiny
secure's on the
spider
right spot.
body.
Make sure the secure's on the right spot because I've been bumping it. And there you go. You still slowed. Cool. Anyone else?
Nope.
All right, cool. I'm gonna activate Miles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend 3 power. This is
Okay.
route 2.
Okay.
Miles is gonna spend 3 power for Venom Blast onto Jane.
Okay.
This is gonna be a 7 dice energy attack.
Okay.
This is Miles. We gotta use the Miles dice.
Here we go.
Honestly, if I do 2 damage, it'll be great. And if I don't, I'll be fine.
Where are all these people getting all this venom?
I've got 3.
All right. I'm gonna spend a power. I reroll. I know.
So might as well roll that
so
hit.
roll a hit as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Any number. I thought it was 2.
All right,
Okay.
cool. So you block the damage.
Okay.
That's fine. I don't care. You drop your extract.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pick it up.
Oh, sorry.
You power to web swing away and then move to run away.
Yeah, Chad.
Yeah.
You didn't have to reveal all my strategies.
Everyone can see what's about to happen.
Yes, I am. As much as I want to get on that objective, I don't need I don't need the secures to win. I am going fucking bye bye. Or do I want to move first? I don't think it actually matters. Yeah. We'll move.
Yep.
And web swing over the terrain. Because 3 lines up with just the other side.
All right.
That is Miles. It is tempting to web swing onto the objective and then kick Jane for the last 2 damage, but that doesn't win me the game. Miles, being a scared little baby boy, wins the game.
Okay. I'll activate Sam.
Yes.
I'll spend a power to charge. I'm gonna fly over the building.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a shield at him.
Yeah.
So you want to know the great thing? You don't even have to. Because remember, you'll throw ignores, LOS, and cover.
I know. Well, I have to. He's still got stealth.
I do. Yeah, I do still have stealth.
So,
So where would you like to go, Joe?
just
You want to go like
over.
straight over?
Yeah, just straight over.
Yeah. Get right next to him.
Yep. I'm gonna
Well,
shield
that's
pop
what-
him.
All right, cool. Bop. You have one. You have 1 attack, 1 die less because of the shock.
Okay. Sure.
All right, cool.
2.
All right. Spider sense. Jeez. Into 1.
Yep.
So you have 2, right?
Yeah.
I'll take 1.
So
Yeah,
I'll
one.
gain a power. I get the wild trigger, so this will
Ricochet.
Should be within 3.
They are within 3 of each other. Yes.
Okay.
It's 3 of the target, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Onto her. 2.
Leadership reroll. Cool. I have block 1.
Okay.
So take 1.
Yep.
All right.
Are you going to use the push attack?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm going to push her directly away from me.
Okay. So this direction.
Yep. All right, and then I will red wing the kid.
Okay. What kind of is it still physical? Yeah. You don't have any
Yep.
attacks to your pocket. Okay.
Looking at 2.
Fire sense gets me the second success.
Yep. And I'm going to throw you into the building.
Throw me into the building.
Yep.
So you can't throw the building.
No.
Cool. Miles.
If this attack deals damage and the target character is size 3 or less after the attack is...
You didn't deal damage to me with the attack.
You didn't?
No, I
Oh.
blocked both of them.
Okay, cool. Then that's that guy.
All right, cool. Julio McGee. That is Sam. Sam
Honestly,
McGee.
it's just the game.
Yeah,
You know?
because Cat's going to steal Steve's objective here.
I mean, you have like two extracts further than I can do anything about.
The bigger problem is that Jane has slow.
So
I mean, I guess she has the power for her
No.
range. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because here I activate Cat.
no, I used a power.
Well, I was asking if
if she'd be worthy.
Yeah. Otherwise, she could form Midgard and do a thing. I agree that is the game.
Yeah, but the big thing, like, he's gonna get 2 points. I can't stop him from getting 2 points.
I'm going to get more than 2 points is the problem, actually.
And
Because you have to fly in
Yeah.
to go into it.
You can go above 16, but if I'm still 1 point above you, I'll win the game.
yeah, like, I'm not.
And
Right now, fly has
I have 3 objectives about to be 4.
3.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So you have to somehow.
Yeah. That's why he needed the extract off Miles.
Yeah.
Have to.
Like, for clarity's sake on screen.
I'm not getting 6 points this turn.
Yeah.
like
Cat-
there's no universe where I get 6 points.
Yeah. Cat's going to place herself and then steal your objective.
Yeah.
To, like, this is the second act. This is my second activation.
Yeah. Right.
Take your milkshake.
Yep.
And then I fuck off.
Yep.
I can go over the drain because it's size 2.
Yep.
I come over there and I drink your milkshake.
No, there's nothing I can do.
There's
That turn to like,
you had a really good round 3 to put you back in the game.
Yeah.
That push with Jane, honestly, I think is what messed it up, because I think I was outside 2 with Miles.
Yeah.
And I had to web swing in.
Yeah.
Or move.
Yeah.
To get in, which I would have moved to barely within 2,
Mhm.
and realistically, what I should have done, I should not have moved Jane that far. I should have moved Jane to just within 2, since it is in advance, and I
Yeah.
could stop her wherever, and then do that with Miles.
Mhm.
Because I would have been further
Yeah.
away from her, and then I probably would have been fine hiding behind this building. But
Yeah.
Sam still comes here. He's still a threat.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's a game. The points just ain't there for me to make.
Yeah, I think, like, and you can't even, like, take all the secures.
No.
Because Jane can get on that secure, Tony can get on this secure, web lines him off, gets on that secure, Peter gets on this secure, Cable can take this one away from me, because he's healthy.
Yeah.
If I don't just daze him.
Yeah.
Which there's
if you don't do 2 damage.
yeah. Which it's Bill, so and unfortunately Cable can't throw Bill, which is what he'd want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I just
And he's not going to be able to.
best case scenario 4.
Because my third activation is move Jess directly into the corner.
Yep, no, that's game.
Like for everything that happens.
Yeah, the game literally ends like
That's the board state.
this,
With
and
like
I
her
go there.
here, he's honestly like somewhere over there.
Yeah. And those 2 are dicking around in the middle.
Yeah, like if anything, I can just like I just like don't attack you.
Yeah.
And you move here and
Yep.
gain the objective for me.
Yep.
But also it's an activation war, right? Because Bill has the power to throw you off the objective.
Yeah.
So in this case, I'm just not gonna be a dick and let him have the point. Like since we are just kind of talking through the end of the game anyway. Whatever. You can have the point.
The only other variant.
Mm-hmm.
That's really the only other variant that I could.
Like, and if he does that, Gwen comes over here, Parker goes over there.
Yeah.
After Cap activates to see if he's on the objective or
Yeah.
not.
And even then, that's not enough points to.
And really, like Tony's on his healthy side or his injured side?
He's still in his healthy.
He's still on his healthy side. Okay, yeah. The only person I have to contest it is Peter.
Yep.
Because he's my only healthy boy.
Yep.
You injured everybody else. Big time. Yeah, good game, Joe.
Yeah.
Final score, so I can record it down.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Who has your last extract? Tony? Yeah,
Tony.
you don't get into combat. You don't move into combat around with him. So I gain 4 extracts. I have 2 secures. So 6 to put me at 21. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And you have 3 secures and 1 to get 4 to go to 15.
Yeah.
Good game again.
GG.
And therein lies the game.
Jessica getting away there really sucked.
Yeah.
And like being millimeters outside of like the range for Jane.
And being that Tonka truck being a size 3 is really what did it.
Right.
And the fact that she had stealth.
Right.
Like I was able to like spider tracker on the Avengers assemble. Yeah. To get outside range.
Yep.
Is really solid.
It was a good game.
Yeah.
Or Helios, that is right.
And the clutch recal to save Gwen.
When I did the charge in on Jane, I should have went.
Then you did?
Yeah. Because I was just trying to keep her outside of 2 of. No, outside of 2 of Miles, so she didn't shoot herself. She shoots everyone around the target.
She does not. Oh, she doesn't shoot herself.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
All other characters.
Yeah.
Then I should have went closer.
Yeah.
No, just gotta
I
read my
agree.
cards.
Yeah. Look, reading the card explains the card. At least that's relevant and
Right,
applies to this game.
Right.
And again, you just need to play more, dude. Play me.
Right.
Play other people.
Get on your level.
The more you play, the more Helios will actually perform.
I know.
The more
I have fired 3 Helioses, and they would have done over 20 damage.
If I didn't have recal, you would have sent Gwen to the fucking Shadow Realm.
Right. I'm still bringing Tony. I'm still bringing Helios. goddammit.
Yeah.
And I'm still nuking someone.
Helios is still a good card. Like,
Like-
you fucking kidding me? You just bring like here, bring Wong, or like here's the sauce.
Yeah.
Because anybody can pay, right? Or is it can only Avengers pay?
Anyone can back.
You bring Karnak.
Yeah.
You meditate a couple times for a couple of rounds, and then you pay all his power into it because he doesn't have to be close to Tony, and then Tony just does the command into something. Doesn't matter if you get recalled if I'm throwing 30 dice at you, man.
Right.
Like,
It's funny.
like 10 dice plus whatever else you want to add into it. Like,
Right.
pretty good.
Yeah.
The only person that pays is Joe.
Yeah, it feels like. But yeah, no, that was.
I don't know. I hope you had fun, Joe.
Yeah. No, like so. I figured it out. All right.
Yeah,
got the
you figured it
sauce, I got
out.
the sauce.
You got the sauce.
If I don't take the game super seriously,
Yeah,
everything is.
true. Honestly, yeah, like this felt very fun, very thematic. Like my webheads were just like running around, whipping in at objectives.
Right.
Like I stole 4 objectives this game,
Yeah.
which was super
Honestly,
fun. Well,
too
like
many extracts.
Kat did it twice. Jessica did it once. Miles did it twice, I think.
Just once.
No, just once.
Yeah,
Then-
he stepped up, didn't do anything, got blasted, stole the shit and ran.
No, because the round 2 he moved up.
Moved up webline kick.
That's what it was. Yeah, you went blank kick for the throw.
Yeah.
You're right. He couldn't. Yeah, because I don't think I Venom blasted Jane or Tony. Yeah. So and then Jess only did it.
Once.
Yeah, because she did it. Then yeah. So I stole 4 objectives this game.
4 objectives. I wish we wouldn't have had so many extracts.
Fair, but I like them. So
Yeah, I know.
It was more. It was the luck of the draw. I think you had a wide suite, and the scenario ended up working really well in my favor. It's like the only thing I could have asked for more in this game was priority,
Right.
so I could cat and mouse the middle objective
Yeah.
and take the extract away without putting any danger.
Yeah.
And then I would have been able to take that center objective on my first, or take that center extract on my first turn.
Mhm.
And then later, Bill activates last to move up and hit anybody who's on it.
Yeah.
Or I do the Gwen play if someone moves up.
Yeah.
Do what I did there. Web line, impact, move up, impact web, web line.
Okay.
And then send Bill forward. Like do what I did there. I just would have had Cat and the Spider available.
Okay.
Very fun though.
Yeah, no.
I have been greatly enjoying playing the Spoodermans.
Yeah.
It's very, very fun.
They're pretty neat.
They're-
Pretty neat.
Give it months after the delay.
God, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Right.
Oh, are you kidding me? I could play a
I
5.
had so many crits against Felicia.
You hit a lot of crits against Felicia.
It's like,
Felicia showing her was having an extra character big advantage? Yes. Absolutely. I love playing with the extra character. The more I've played webs, the more I've purposely tried to go wider than my opponent and not be the same amount if I can. It's why I'm I'm going to try out a list that has 6 3 threats in it. So I can try the 18 that is 6x3.
yeah.
And it puts Joe in the position of of passing
Mhm.
and messing with priority,
Mhm.
because you could pass, but you would be giving me prio.
Yeah.
Because of the nature of it. Like I played a game on Wednesday where I think I was up 5-4, I think, on characters. And but I had prio. So I went, or he had prio, and he like passed his first prio. Like effectively let me have like 2 activations in a row.
Okay.
Or I had prio, then he passed. Yeah, no, I had prio, went first, he passed, and effectively like gave me activation or gave me priority as a result. So it's neat to mess with the mechanics a little bit, especially the fact that I didn't have prio. It puts all the pressure on Joe to have the choice of messing with priority if he wants. I'm not sure that he does in this matchup. Early on this map setup, it was hard to it would have been hard to find a not hard, I should say. First round would have been the best time to do it.
Mhm.
But I also don't know that. Oh, we have camera issues. I don't know that if you had passed prio and gave me prio round 2, that it would have been good for you.
Yeah.
Because your big turn was round 3.
Yeah.
I'm down. So you can switch camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I
So
think we're-
but it is huge. I like, because of the playstyle that Webbs has, that control but not the building down. That control
Right.
play style where I want to kind of see where you are on the objectives and mess with it. Like you saw how it happened turn 1. When was the best activation I had, where she moved up impact web line.
Yep.
That was it. If she got the impact web, she would have just she would, like, I think I even got the wild trigger, and I was just like, nah, I'd rather just have you closer.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she has two chances there to dictate what goes on the objective, and as long as she impacts webs, she can do it turn 1.
I really, Cable did not show up this game. I feel like kind of felt underwhelming.
I would say I'm pretty sure Chad has the same thought that I have.
You prioritize.
You prioritize the wrong targets.
Yeah.
You kept going into Black Cat.
Yeah.
And his biggest strength is, like, take it from Chad and I, who have played Cable a lot.
Yeah.
That gun says range 5. It's really range 3.
Okay.
Like, you are getting within range to get your double rerolls.
Yeah.
So you can try to get the incinerate trigger, so you can just blast a motherfucker.
Yeah.
The problem is that with Cat, it's just a 5 dice builder.
Yeah.
That's it with the incinerate
Right.
trigger.
You should have been doing.
Yeah.
Don't throw guarantees.
Yep.
Ricochet. Go into. How?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because that's a ton of dice. Full on. That has no reroll. So tricks. Then you get.
Like,
you throw her into size 2.
like, and you saw what happened when you did, like, the
That-
shield throw into Cat and then the slam,
So that was
especially
the-
because when she was off the objective.
That
Like,
was the first 2 shots. I was like, I really want to incinerate on her,
yeah,
because that'll should make it a lot easier.
incinerate
Just
does help a lot, but
the
without
wild just didn't show up.
without the rerolls, it's really hard to, like, help ensure that Cable gets the incinerate off. Yeah. So I think, given the position that Cable was in, I think you were fine shooting any of the other targets.
Yeah.
Like, you shot Bill, you could have shot Miles if he was in range.
Just putting people
This is where Cable wants to be.
perfectly.
Yes,
Taking cover.
which is good for Cable. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, Cable can be a super tanky centerboard turret on this map. Just not into Black.
Yeah, I was.
And also, like, because it's like Black Cat's in that position right there, right, where any power you give her, she's a threat to take your extract, right? If she has 5 power like she did this last activation, she places to get herself within 1, steals for her first activation, and then runs away.
Yeah.
Let's just say, like, Cable. Within 3, got lamppost, the car, had the other size 2. He may not have gotten the truck key. But from here, he's got a ton of stuff that he could just talk.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's just, okay, Cable, gonna get enough power to throw it.
Yeah.
Everything in the Black Cat.
Yeah.
Everything in the.
And you could just and that's the way to beat her, is to overload her with dice.
Yeah.
The problem is Cable's builder doesn't have enough dice without the rerolls.
Yeah.
But he can affect everything. This was kind of like, this is a map where Cable can shine. Can being the operative word.
That was
The fact that he has only a terrain throw and not a character throw does kind of suck.
right.
But at least it's a variable power.
Yeah.
Like, you only spending 1 power to throw a lamp and potentially do 2 damage to somebody, still pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And if that's the first superpower you use, it's not because you body slide.
Yep.
You could spend 1 power to throw a size 2 terrain. Like
Right.
it's
Then you just like do minor adjustments body slide to get.
yeah. But yeah,
You know, I definitely feel like Cable's a character I need more practice with.
he does take a few
He
turns.
does
Like
a lot.
like take it from someone who's run him a lot in X-Men
Yeah.
as the big 5 threat, like centerpiece type deal.
Mhm.
Like it does kind of take a minute to like really get in there. And sometimes he'll whiff on his dice because he doesn't have that much like to actually defend with.
Yeah.
Because he needs you early rounds he's kind of power starved until he can get, so his job in round 1 and maybe round 2 is to get into the fight with somebody.
Yeah.
If you can body slide, move, and shoot somebody turn 1 within 3 and get 1 or 2 power, you're cooking.
Yeah.
You're cooking with gas. He's going to be fine for most of the rest of the game. If you can't, he's kind of sunk.
Yeah.
Because he's only getting 2 power return, and you're probably using the 2 power to position himself. So
Yeah.
he's gotta generate some other power some way. Either take some damage, attack some stuff.
I was really happy with
Jane's great.
Good.
Jane's great. Jane did her job. She was awesome.
right.
She was scary. I hate her. I love her. I hate her.
I was really hoping
I
could
love
get,
Jane.
I was really
She
hoping I
feels
could
like
get
an Asgard.
I was really hoping I could get 2 dazes right there.
Yeah.
It would've been
It would. She was one of my main thoughts with slow. I was like, if this goes, the reason I put all webbed up when I did was because you were concentrated in that spot.
Mhm.
Sam having long makes it effectively a stagger.
Yeah.
Effectively a stagger. Tony has range 5, but I had a bunch of stealth characters around
Yeah.
there. But it's Jane.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to attack Jane. I'm trying to limit Jane if this goes another fucking round. Which is
sick and tired of all this stealth, man.
I had 3 characters with stealth on the board, and the one character who didn't have stealth was sitting in the corner being spectacular.
Right.
The other one died super spectacularly. And the other one's an Asgardian, so he flew in and he flew too close to the sun.
Right.
And Cable decided to blast him out of the sky.
But yeah, no, great game, fun.
Yeah,
I like my favorite characters.
yeah. That's
Did you remember the damage from?
Ah,
it was only relevant all of the one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the first time I put it on after he had already activated, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was only relevant this last round.
Yeah.
Or round 3 before
Yeah.
he activated, which wasn't enough to daze him anyway. Right? Yeah.
He had one more.
Crazy that he only has 5 health.
I mean, he's got 6 on his backside. and
Oh, okay,
he
that
has
helps.
three- he
Okay.
has 3 rolls.
6 on his backside.
Okay.
And then he counts 1.
Yeah.
Because he can do this all day.
Oh, he counts blanks.
Yeah, he counts blanks on the
Okay,
backside.
I didn't realize this. I didn't realize this Steve had the count blanks on
Yeah.
on the injured side. I thought that was Steve too.
I think the only Steve that doesn't. Or 2.
Um,
So you have first Avenger and
I knew First Avenger had it, but
that's why it's like
I thought it was 2 and 3, not 1 and 3.
telekinetic shield. Going to roll 8 dice and count blank.
Yeah,
Right.
Steve's real good on his backside, so I kind of don't like attacking into Steve unless necessary, which is why like I thought Black Cat was good up there.
Yeah.
It was just like Steve attacks her, gets objective, she steals objective,
Right.
contests secure, so he doesn't take secure. They're kind of just doing a little back and forth there.
Right.
Activates last, so Steve throws her. She just gets back on the objective and just beats annoying. Like that's her whole deal.
Right. Yeah. No.
That's how webs play. Like they're just the annoying controlful scenario team.
Right. It is very annoying. At least they're doing their job.
As long as you have fun, I had fun.
Right.
Game was fun.
So I think that's about it, guys. For everyone still putzing around with us this late at night,
We appreciate it.
thank you all for staying around.
We love you.
Yeah, we do.
We super appreciate it.
We
Won't be here next week.
won't be here next week.
No, we're gonna spend Friday and probably some Saturday doing recorded content. So
Yep.
keep an eye out for new content coming out on
YouTube.
in the future.
Yeah.
Um,
Edited, recorded content.
It's gonna be some interesting stuff. Joe wants to mess around with the shorts game, so we might record some stuff that he can convert into some fun
Shorts.
like shorts. For that, we want to take the time to be able to do some styles of gameplay we can't do on stream,
Yep.
like some of the bigger, like larger ultimate encounters, or maybe some fun, wacky modes for like AOS or some other kind of thing. Things that we can't really do
Yep.
on a regular Friday night stream. We're gonna try to record that and get back to y'all.
Like a Rivals.
Of course, Jeff wants to play Rivals.
The week following, I think we will be back with MCP.
Yes.
And I think that will be Asgard's versus
Hopefully Midnight Suns.
hopefully Midnight Suns.
Hopefully Midnight Suns.
But Asgard's will be ready for our next stream.
Joe's ready for his Asgardians to hit the
Yep.
table, which is gonna be a blast. So Joe will be back on.
Yeah.
So Joe's gonna be back on, hopefully with a friend.
Yep.
A friend of the stream, Alex, who's been on
Yep.
before. We haven't asked him yet. So if you're watching this, Alex,
I did.
do you want to? Okay, Joe asked.
I did ask him. I
He's
did
done the
ask him.
logistics.
Because he's like, when can I get my orcs? And I was like, when you come play a game. Which should be soon. And
He's been
like,
working on Blade, so it looks phenomenal.
His blade looks.
His Blade looks really good.
his blade should be done. Knowing the way that guy paints, it should be done.
And how quick these guys paint up.
Right.
Like, seriously. Like, Jessica Drew, I did her base in one session, and I did the rest of her in an hour and a half.
Yep.
They paint so fast.
Yours is very vertical.
It is, because of the way that it's placed.
Yeah.
Compared to Chad's. We talked about this on the hobby stream.
Oh, did we? Okay. 'Cause
yeah.
I was like, why is yours like...
So
Ah.
that's where the connection point is.
Really?
Chad was like,
Did
fuck
we-
that, and then put it like flat on there as if she's leaping off it. His looks way better. I like the way his looks.
Okay.
I like the way his looks. I like this, but like
Okay, yeah, no, his...
that leaping motion.
The leaping forward does look a lot cooler.
Yeah.
But I think it also helps that you put your like tilted up in the front of the base, where I put it
In the back.
Oh.
Yeah. But before we keep rambling on,
Yeah, right.
if you like what we're doing and you want to see more of it, we'd appreciate it if you follow us here. You go subscribe to us on YouTube. If you are so inclined and you have the spare money to do so, or you got that free Twitch Prime subscription that you haven't used yet this month and you want to spend it on us, we'd super appreciate it. And you can follow us at The Weirdcast on Twitter and Blue Sky. You can keep up with us up there. Again, shout out to our sponsor, Battleworks. That's Works with an E. If you go to the website and you see Joe's face, but it looks like a Viking dwarf, you're in the right spot. Currently, we have mostly accessories for Warhammer-based type games, a big army scale. But we're working on new stuff, MCP related stuff, some of the more skirmish related things, and we appreciate your support.
We do.
Hopefully we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yep.
And until then,
I love it.
I'll fucking come around on it, man.
Right.